Well, folks, it seems like the workplace is in a bit of a pickle. Remember all those articles about how Gen Z was going to revolutionize the workforce? Yeah, about that. Turns out it's not all smooth sailing. Companies are firing Gen Z employees at an alarming rate, and no, it's not just because they don't understand fax machines. The business magazine Fortune did a whole big report on this. Apparently 6 out of 10 companies have given the boot to Gen Z employees they hired earlier this year. That's a lot of pink slips for a generation that probably still uses their parents' Netflix accounts. So, what's the deal? Are these kids just really bad at their jobs? Are employers just a bunch of out-of-touch boomers who can't handle a little tick-tock on the clock? Buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the great generational workplace divide. We're not just talking about a few bad apples here, this is a systemic issue. And it's time we address the elephant in the room, or should I say the avocado toast on the Zoom call. This isn't about pointing fingers or declaring generational warfare. This is about understanding the challenges and finding some common ground. Now let's get down to brass tacks. Why are companies so quick to show Gen Z the door? Well, according to this Fortune article, there are a few key reasons. One biggie is communication skills, or lack thereof. It seems Gen Z, raised on a diet of emojis and text abbreviations, might not be so great at, actually talking to people. Who would have thought? Then there's the issue of workplace etiquette. Apparently showing up late to a Zoom meeting in your pajamas isn't exactly considered professional, but it's not just about showing up on time and knowing how to write a proper email. This generation also has different expectations from their employers. They want purpose, they want flexibility, and they definitely don't want to be chained to a desk for 8 hours a day. Now, some might call that entitled, but you could also see it as a refreshing change of pace in a workplace that's often stuck in the dark ages. Alright Gen Z, listen up, I get it. The corporate world can be a soul-crushing labyrinth of jargon and pointless meetings, but if you want to survive and maybe even thrive in this concrete jungle, you're gonna have to learn to play the game, at least a little bit. First things first, ditch the slang and the emojis when you're talking to your boss. I know, it's painful, but trust me, they'll appreciate the effort. And for the love of all that is holy, show up to meetings on time and looking somewhat presentable. No, your cat ears do not count as business attire. Now about those expectations you have, it's great to be ambitious, to want to make a difference, but you've got to learn to pick your battles. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a successful career. Start by proving your worth, by showing that you're a valuable asset to the team. Then, and only then, can you start pushing for change. Let's be fair here, it's not all on Gen Z. Employers need to step up their game too. You can't just expect these kids to seamlessly integrate into a workplace that was designed for a different era. You want them to communicate effectively, then create an environment where open communication is encouraged and valued. You want them to be engaged and motivated, then give them a reason to be. Offer them opportunities for growth, for mentorship, for making a real impact. The bottom line is this: we need to stop treating this like a generational war and start seeing it for what it is. A chance for growth, for adaptation, for building a better, more inclusive workplace for everyone. So, let's put down the pitchforks, shall we, and try to meet in the middle. Who knows, we might actually learn something from each other.